If you've ever played Terraria, I'm sure you've used the exact same loadout every single time. Maybe play as a different class, but you probably just use the same playstyle anyways. So I decided to play Terraria using the least common items. For example, I can't use heart crystals, wood workbenches, mana crystals, overused items, or even the starting tools. I also can't use any glitches whatsoever because those are used a lot, and I have to fight the bosses somewhat out of order. And if you don't think I can do that, then subscribe if I prove you wrong. But with all that said, this is how that went. Also, I will be playing on medium core because no one really plays on that. It's either hardcore or classic or journey. I've never seen anyone play medium core. So everyone uses these starting tools, so we're not going to use any. This might be a little bit problematic, but you'll see later on what I'm going to do. Okay, let's hope that down here is a chest. Right here. Boom. Alright, so does anyone use a boomerang? I feel like they choose the bow over anything. However, just in case, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this blowpipe. I feel like that is the least used item that we have found so far. Unfortunately, that's the only way we're going to be able to do damage. If I do that, boom. Okay, we just have to be lucky really quick. Find a chest. We need bombs. That's the only way we're going to be able to get materials. So if there's not a bomb in one of these pots, we might be screwed. Okay, there's shurikens. That's going to help out. Not as much as I'd like, but it's okay. We're going to be fine. Boom. Bombs. Perfect. We can use recall potions now. Okay, let's do this. Right here's perfect. These trees right here. Throw it down right there. Yes, perfect. And then right here, easy. Look at that. It's actually perfect. Ooh, a wand of sparking. We can't use this yet. However, I do have a plan. This is going to be our reliable resource. You'll see why in just a second. Once I get as many cactus as I can. Let's see how good this works. Do I have anything else I can use? We can actually mine stuff now. It's so good. Now, the reason I haven't gotten rid of the wand of sparking yet is because it can be crafted into an item that I don't see anyone using. Climbing claws. I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of people use those, like before they get wings to reduce fall damage. You can't take me. You can't take me. Oh my god. Dude, we got a workbench. Let's go. Our first workbench. We can make a furnace too. We can place down our anvil. So unfortunately, we cannot break the trees. We do not have an axe yet. You will definitely need an axe later on. But we can use hardened sand. Dude, this is what happens when we use 100% of our brain. I'm so smart, dude. People think that, like, it's a bad thing if you use 100% of your brain, but, like, look at me go. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Dude, I already have housing. If we get the demolitionist, that would be so overpowered. I don't really see too many people using stone walls. Dude, home sweet home. I swear, dude. This is such a nice base. The haters are gonna diss on my house, but this is absolutely beautiful. I was just on a very, very tight budget, okay? I hope y'all understand. We're winning. That's all that matters. This actually works as an actual house. It shouldn't, but it does. Okay, we need to find an ice biome. That is on the agenda. Okay, if we're lucky, and we only have one shot at this, if we're lucky, we can get a weapon that we're allowed to use from this. Oh, yes, come here. We can't use those. That would be so good, but I can't use them. Can't use these either. Come on, give me some bombs. Oh, I do have bombs though. Right here. How many people use this? I feel like this is such a common item that people definitely use it. I'm not gonna risk the integrity of the challenge just for a gun. I know I live in America and everything, but, you know, guns aren't everything. It's such a non-American thing of me to say. It hurt my American blood to say that. Come on, you got it. Okay, you had it too much. That's way too much. Don't do that. Don't do that anymore. Dude, what's up, bro? The merchant's here. What can I buy off of you? Okay, this will at least give us some defense, which is preferred. Now, I don't want to be a copycat or anything, but in Wild's video, uses ancient corrupted armor, and I feel like that's our only option here. So I'm really sorry I'm stealing your idea, Wild, but I don't really care. So we're gonna go AFK for a while in the corruption. Man, I really hope I'm not like copying a lot of stuff that Wild did, because I watched the video for the entertainment. I didn't really look into everything he used, so I really hope I'm not using the same items as him, because I know he used heart crystals, like really common potions, which I'm not gonna do. Even stuff like the workbench, I want this challenge to be as rule-based as possible. I'm not using anything common. The armor we're looking for is ancient shadow armor. Oh shit. I'm like a Terraria veteran. Ask me anything about Terraria, I will know it. I don't remember which YouTuber made it, but there was a YouTuber who made like Terraria quizzes on YouTube. I thought that was really interesting. Those were like really fun. I don't think anyone's done that idea before. I feel like that's such a unique idea. Hi, Tubbsy here. I'm not even joking when I say that this took 12 hours just to get this armor set. And the reason I've been gone for a month is because this challenge has taken me 1 month to complete. And it's funny that you think I'm joking, but I'm really not. It took me an entire month just for this challenge, and this armor set's one of the reasons why. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing because it's taken me a lot of time to make this video. And I want to reach 2,000 subs by the end of this month. So subscribe now and you can claim your spot as an OG. And hey, you can say that you're from the very beginning. So if you like what you're seeing, then subscribe and enjoy the rest of the video. So you're probably wondering, how am I going to beat the wall of flesh with this really trashy loot? Well, I'm actually going to use a strategy I use in almost all my videos that I don't really see anyone else doing. So starting off, we build a giant bridge made out of any blocks that we have in our inventory. Now that we have a bridge that's about 3.5 thousand blocks long, we can throw in a guide voodoo doll. Now the reason that we use blocks instead of platforms is so we can throw dynamite on it without it falling through. Now the wall of flesh has 2 critical hit points, the 2 eyes and the mouth. Dynamite does explosive damage, meaning that I can hit all 3 of these at once, dealing around 300 damage per dynamite. And surprisingly, we actually beat the wall of flesh as our first boss, already following our 3rd rule. But now we have to get the hard mode ores, but we can't use a molten pickaxe, so what do? Fish. This is the product of fishing for several hours. When I mean several hours, I mean 34. 34 hours. Fishing. However, it is enough to get the titanium armor that we're going to craft because no one likes titanium and no one uses it. But now that we have to fight the mech bosses, wanna know what that means? Yeah, it's time for a montage, yeah. Now that we've done all that, all we have to do is defeat Plantera and defeat a few more bosses, and that's the entire challenge. Although that is easier said than done because it took us a few hours to find the Plantera bulb. Our loadout right now is a titanium repeater because not many people use that in the titanium armor set because that is the underchosen one. We also have a jetpack that we can use as wings since we're not allowed to use those. The titanium armor will allow us to get hit once by Plantera without dying. This is necessary because we only have 5 hearts and we can't use any health potions. This totaling out to us being one-shotted by Plantera if we take any damage whatsoever. And as you can see right now, the fight's going pretty smooth. We dug out an arena that is in the shape of a circle so we can just circulate around Plantera. With enough luck, we can dodge all the attacks that Plantera sends our way. In the second phase, we have to dodge all these little plants that extend outwards from Plantera. However, with enough luck, we can zigzag through all of them and beat Plantera without taking any damage whatsoever. Before the golem fight, we equipped some items that we got from Plantera, as not many people use it and just skip right to the golem fight. Unlike Plantera, Golem doesn't have an unpredictable pattern, meaning that all these attacks can easily be seen and we can just go around Golem as much as we want without dying. Even in a casual playthrough, Golem is a very easy boss fight and you can easily do it without taking any damage whatsoever. And like I said at the start of this video, we have to fight bosses out of order, so to comply with that rule, I decided to fight Skeletron. This obviously being one of the easiest fights of this run. Our next step is to fight the lunatic cultist, and if you're like me who's played Undertale 27 times, this becomes very easy because all the attacks are projectiles. And all you have to do is just make sure you hit the right lunatic cultist whenever it multiplies. This making for a very simple boss fight. But before we fight the Moon Lord and finish off this challenge, I just want to ask you to please consider subscribing. It is very apparent that you like this video because you've made it almost to the very end. And hey, what's the downside to subscribing to someone that you like the content of? So I'm not going to sit here and tell you to subscribe, but I'm going to persuade you to. And that's one of the reasons why you should subscribe. It's free and it helps me out a lot. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the video. Right now our loadout is very simple. It's titanium armor with a titanium repeater, a golem fist, a jetpack, and some accessories from Plantera and Golem. And we're not allowed to take any potions into this battle because everyone uses potions, so there's nothing we can really do else besides win or lose. The best technique for Moonlord is to go for the eye at the top to the hands, this making it so we can prevent the laser as soon as possible. We head to the hands as quickly as possible, taking them out as soon as we can, and then we head to the heart as soon as it's exposed. We take the golem fist and shoot it through the Moonlord's heart, finishing off this challenge. And just like in my fashion, I have to destroy the entire world as soon as we finish the challenge. So, is it possible to beat Terraria with using items that no one uses? Yes, it is very possible and it's very fun. I nominate anyone who watches this video to try it at least once in their Terraria lifetime. Also, try any other challenges that you can think of. It honestly changes the game so much, it makes it so much fun. And that's how it went. Thanks for watching.